The property management industry, I'm so grateful that I got into this business. I think it's a great field for a lot of reasons. There's diversity, the relationships that I've met from people. The job itself is extremely challenging, which to me is something that I love about it. And there's something different for everybody. Whether you want to be a high-rise manager, you want to be a portfolio manager, you want to be a large-scale manager. That there's really something for everybody.
I'm Erica Allis. I am a director with Camco Management Company. I got into this field when I was actually looking for apartments, and I had never even thought about property management or association management. And the apartments offered me a job as a leasing consultant, and I accepted that job. This was several years ago, and I advanced with that company in the apartment industry for a few years, and then they started managing condos because that is what was happening in the market. A lot of the properties we were managing were converting to condo. And so from then on, I've been working in the condominium association and HOA industry.
My name is Mark Levinson. I'm the general manager at the Philadelphian Condominium, which is a high-rise located in the Fairmount section of Philadelphia. I got into the industry. I was originally in another career of photography, and about 16 years ago, I was just had some life changes and looking to do something different. And a mutual friend had introduced me to Kevin McGrath, who was at the time owner at Coburn Realty, and he was looking for a manager. And he said, come give it a shot. And he brought me in and started to teach me the business.
My name is Robin Cohen. I'm a community association manager for First Service Residential. And I got into the business many, many moons ago. When I first moved to Philadelphia, I applied for a receptionist position at a high-rise downtown in Center City at 21st and Chestnut, in which I ended up being there. I started as a receptionist. I moved up to a leasing consultant. Then I moved up to assistant manager. And then one day I decided, let me try condominiums after 18 years on the apartment side. So now here I am doing condominiums for 14 years.
I oversee and work with some of our managers and support them in their boards and their properties, whether they're on-site or portfolio. And then I also manage a couple properties myself. So my day-to-day could be anything. I might be at, a different property, not one that I directly manage, looking at, a recent construction project or paving or meeting, with the board and the manager to discuss issues. Or if I'm on site, I'm also interfacing with the residents and interacting with them, doing property inspections, physically, walking the properties inside and out, and addressing any work orders that are needed, and communicating with staff, anything important that's happening. So, every day could be a little different. I would say I'm definitely never bored. And so my main job is to take care of the properties and make sure that our homeowners and our board members are happy.
I currently manage the Master Association at Buyer Station in Chester Springs. My day is really, really busy. You have a lot of residents, 841 homes I have here. So I have a lot going on a daily basis. The good thing is a lot of the phone calls get generated to our call center, but a lot of residents come into the office.
There's a lot of variety involved in this job. You can sometimes be on site dedicated to one community, or you may be managing multiple sites. And so when I say portfolio manager, that's for people who there's not a manager on site at that property. It might be a property where you do an inspection once a week, once a month. We still always report to the boards, but portfolio is you manage multiple properties.
So my property is one property, which is a high-rise condominium. We have 776 units. We have 1,200 residents, 60 staff, and 1.2 million square feet of space. So as the GM, I oversee all the operations. Usually in the morning when I get in, the first thing I do is I make rounds at the lobby and the loading dock. I check in with the staff, make sure everyone has what they need for the day. We're also about to start a large $15 million renovation project. So that takes up a lot of time these days. A lot of my day is meeting with the staff. So making sure that each department is doing what they need to do.
Anyone new coming to the business, you really have to have thick skin and really want to do this job, because it's could be hectic one day and mild the next day. You got to have that energy that you want to help the residents. You have to have the passion to be a condominium manager, whether you're sited or whether you're portfolio.
Something about this industry is you kind of touch on so many different aspects of property management. We are involved regularly in reading and presenting financial reports to the board of directors or to the finance committee. So, there's a bit of accounting involved, or just some familiarity with that, and we prepare the budgets. Meeting with the landscapers, and that you have to be familiar with a lot of aspects. I mean, personally, I do learn something new every day. And I love that.
It's a growing field, and as well, it's something that you can grow within it. You're never going to just be doing one job. And so I love doing it. I every year I thank myself, I've grown with it. And I think that, especially over the last 17 years, to think where I've come from to where I am today.
If someone is curious about the industry, if they want to attend 1 or 2 CAI events, go to a class, go to a networking class or a trade show, and talk to some of the vendors, talk to other managers, learn about the day-to-day, and you can decide for yourself how you would like your track to look, whether it is portfolio or on-site or some other facet of the industry. There are a lot of opportunities.